So another year for Genshin means another year of anniversary rewards. And people are disappointed yet again. It isn't really a surprise. Like those people who've been there since the beginning or even around the very first anniversary reward know that it's never going to be good. And I'm not trying to be negative. It's just because if you were there from the beginning, you would know that it was supposed to be a gotcha reward, like anniversary reward, where basically only 10% of their player base would get anything. Is it 10% was going to get a Welcome Moon, three people were going to get an iPhone, and like 1,000 people were going to get 100 Primo Gems, and then a cosplay contest was going to get a pair of AirPods and some Primo Gems. That is ridiculous. Like that was the very first one, and it caused the uproar for the change by people basically review bombing Genshin. We love Genshin, right? I mean, we all do. It's why we play the game. But Genshin doesn't love us. The only people Genshin love are their top content creators who only speak positive things about the game. And I'm not trying to dish out hate or trying to disrespect them, but those are the people that Genshin really care about. Like, I mean, they send them to, like, they bring them to these events, they fly them out, they do a lot of good stuff. Like, they're on ads and everything for Genshin, but that's who they mainly care about. They they want to draw people in. That's basically the gist. Because at the end of the day, we're seen as dollar signs, and like, that's just who they care about. Just the creators who help get us in the game. And because of this, creators who give constructive criticism about the game or say anything negative are usually seen as heretics, blasphemers, and just like criticized or like basically shunned out of the community. There have been people who've gotten life threats, whether it be a voice actor or your favorite content creator at one point. And it's just crazy because this is just a game. It's a game that we all enjoy. And it's a game that we all wish we got better rewards for, or even better quality of life stuff that we, the community, have asked for the game. Because we love Genshin and we want to play it more, and there's other things we would like to do. But instead, they send it all to Honkai Star, a game what feels like they actually care about more than Genshin. And I'm not trying to be negative, because I love this game. But that's just how it feels. If you want really good rewards and you want to stay with Hoyoverse games, go play Honkai Star Rail, go play Honkai Third Impact, go play anything else but Genshin if you want good events and good rewards. And we're talking outside the realm of just Hoyoverse. Let's look at Tower Fantasy, who just had their anniversary like a month ago, maybe two. And the reason I bring this game up is because it was known as going to be the Genshin killer. A lot of Genshin players were going to go over there. But, like, no, that didn't end up happening because of a lot of problems at the beginning of the game. And because of that, Tower Fantasy has a much smaller niche community now. But for their community, the game developers actually seem to care, I guess. Because they rewarded their players with 73 pulls, 73 limited banner pulls. And there were some other things like mounts and other events. But imagine if we got 73 pulls, or like even just more than just that. And you might say, oh, well, what if they were waiting for their favorite character? Then they can't use those pulls and enjoy them. They brought back every limited banner character, so that way you could spend your pulls on any character you want. Imagine if Genshin did that. They said, here's 50 pulls. Go spend it on any character that we've ever had for you that's not on standard bid. Wouldn't that be nice? unfortunately, you just get a temple, 4 resin, a little pet, and then a bubblegum. I'm really not trying to sing it because I'm actually happy we're getting some things. Like personally, I actually enjoy that we're getting a little pet and a little bubblegum because I think that'll be fun to play with. Because I'm taking the game as much more of a casual thing to come back to every now and then. So that way I have something nice to relax to. But you cannot make this game your main game because you will either A, go stir crazy, or B, you will run out of things to do. And that's because there is no end game ever coming. And also the fact that resin is a limited resource, and we've had the same amount of resin since Ozdaha forever ago, and we've had added places like Dragonspine, Economia, Nezuma, Sumeru, the Desert of Sumeru, and now Fontaine. Like there's so many more places. Oh, in the Chasm, there's so many more places now. So many more domains, so many more bosses to fight, and not enough resin. And 4 resin honestly does not feel like it's gonna be enough for the fragile. But nobody ever uses their fragile resin. That's the thing. Nobody ever uses their fragile resin. Everybody saves it. But I'm just grateful that we're actually getting a temple. We're actually getting some fun little trinkets. But I mean, honestly, there's no reason to be disappointed because we all know that we're not really gonna get any real rewards. Just another anniversary reward. There's no point getting disappointed anymore. You just have to just accept what you get because they won't do anything. Just honestly be glad with you got at this point. And if you say, oh, maybe you're just content and maybe you're the problem, maybe you should play Genshin for 3 years straight and come back to me and then ask me again if I'm really the problem. The only thing that actually I look forward to is when maintenance takes too long and I actually get a lot of like rewards for that because at least then I know that they're actually caring. Sorry if this sounds like I'm being negative, but I'm really not. It's just a melancholy view. Like I'm in the middle. Like I see silver lining, both good and bad. But I really love this game. I just wish that they actually took the advices of their communities instead of just putting all those voices into Honkai Star Rail. Maybe they might be generous enough to give us some more, but I don't see that happening. But we'll see. Anyways, see you and have a wonderful day.